Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be our first full Pokemon challenge playthrough, and today we have a very special one, Pokemon Platinum, Piplup only. As it is my first time doing a video like this, I'm writing this as I go, so please bear with me. So, Piplup stats are relatively decent, I guess to say. Its special attack stat is much higher than its attack stat, so we're mostly going to be focusing on its special attacks. Speed is pretty low, which will come into play here later. The main move we gotta get is Drill Peck, as it's going to be helpful for some portions of the game. Either way, let's get into the first battle. As the challenge goes, we pick our Piplup and our rival chooses Turtwig, and we get right into the first rival battle. It goes pretty much all in our favor, hitting us once with one tackle and withdrawing the rest of the times Piplup was able to pound its way to victory. I forgot to mention the rules of this challenge. Rule number 1, Piplup has to stay Piplup. No evolving, no anything. Rule 2, no items during battle. The only items that we can use are out of battle heals. 3, we are going to need HM slaves to get around the center region, so therefore we are going to need to catch a couple Pokemon besides Piplup, but these Pokemon will be not used in battle. If Piplup dies, we reset and go again. Now we can continue on. Another disclaimer, I have not played through the Sinnoh region in about 5+ years, so I do not remember everything, just like this mandatory rival battle before the first gem, which eventually led us to our first death. Starly is the first opponent, and it ends up taking half of our Piplup's health due to multiple quick attacks. We end up taking it out, and here comes Turtwig. Turtwig ends up getting +6 defense, which ruins the battle, and we ended up losing off of 1 HP difference. Second attempt, and we get a lucky break. Starly goes for growls, we take no damage. Here comes Turtwig. Turtwig goes for too many withdrawals and ends up dying to our bubble. Just like that, we win. The first gym is very easily beat by a couple bubbles taking out Geodude and Onix, learning Bubble Beam, getting hit by Cranidos with a headbutt, and end up taking Cranidos out with our new move, Bubble Beam. And just like that, the first gym is done. Now we have to battle Team Galactic Mars at Valen Windworks. The problem with this battle is her Zubat has the move Toxic. If we are hit by Toxic, we instantly lose at the level our Piplup is at. So we have to kill the Zubat without being hit by Toxic. Zubat goes for a bite and ends up not getting a flinch. The Perugly comes out and hits Fake Out. This is fine because we weren't hit by Zubat's Toxic. The Fat Cat takes Piplup down to 11 health and gets taken out by a Bubble Beam. And just like that, our first Galactic Commander battle is over. We grind some in Eterna Forest and outside of Eterna Forest too. We end up taking out the trainers before Gardenia and get to a measly level 31. Thinking that we're 9 levels above her ace, we go ahead and take her on, which is a really bad idea. See, Gardenia has Magical Leaf, and Magical Leaf doesn't miss, and it has it on 2 Pokemon, Cherrim and Roserade. At this point, we can't even take out Turtwig, so we run into a problem. We need Drill Peck. Drill Peck is learned by Piplup at level 39. That means we have to sit here and grind 8 more levels, which is not a lot, but it's still a grind. So here comes the first grinding session. Once we get Drill Peck at level 39, the problem with speed is now also solved too. Piplup is now faster than all of Gardenia's Pokemon. Before getting Drill Peck, we never saw Roserade, and we were always slower than the Cherrim. So level 39 was a must. So it's an easy sweep with Drill Peck. So the second gym badge is now ours. This gym got me thinking, if the second gym is going to be so hard to beat with just a Piplup, what about the Electric Gym? Well, I think I have a plan for that, but I'll get to it later. There's not much to say about the Team Galactic Jupiter battle in Eterna City, besides it was a beatdown. Piplup slapped Zubat and Skuntank with no damage taken. On to the next gym. Going into the Fantino fight, I was feeling fairly confident. Duskull drops to 1 single Brine, and Miss Magius is next. Magical Leaf, being a concern, actually doesn't do much to Piplup, and drops it to 25 health. This was scary because I knew her Haunter had Sucker Punch. Fortunately, the Sucker Punch only did 9 damage and was taken down with a single brine, getting us the 3rd gym badge onto the next rival fight. The Route 209 rival fight honestly isn't much to talk about. Staravia drops to a single brine, Grotto to 2 drill packs, Weasel to a single drill pack, and the Ponyta to a brine. Overall, the fight was one-sided and a piece of cake. I honestly thought Maylene would be an easier fight than it was with Drill Peck. She leads Meditite, which falls to a single Drill Peck after hitting a fake out. Lucario then comes out and we take it down to half health with a single Drill Peck. She uses Force Palm, which gives us the ability to KO with Hydro Pump. Last is Machoke, who barely survives our first Drill Peck, hitting us with a Rock Tomb, but then faints to another Drill Peck. Though we lost a lot of HP in the fight, we secure the 4th gym badge. We might need to start training for Crasher Wake. I almost forgot about the rival battle before Crasher Wake's gym, but again, this battle was a beatdown besides a single Razor Leaf Grotto hit. Everything else was a 1-hit. Oh, and I taught Piplup Grass Knot just to have a super effective move for this gym and place a Hydro Pump. You know, just to speed up the process. Remember how I said we'd have to train for the water gym? Yeah, well, I was wrong. Gyarados takes 2 Grass Knots to go down before hitting us with a bite. Floatzel hits 2 crunches and falls to a critical Grass Knot. Then Quagsire is one-shot by Grass Knot. Glad Piplup can learn that move. It's very helpful. Just like that, the 5th gym badge is ours. After the 5th gym, we proceed to chase after a grunt, make quick work of him. Say we'll take care of some Psyduck, lose almost all our power points in a fight in the fog. We finally make it to Celestic Town to deliver an Old Charm. We give the Old Charm to the lady and start the first Cyrus battle in the ruins. Sneasel hits a slash and gets knocked to red health. Cyrus heals and we hit Sneasel with a return. A critical slash drops us to half health and the Sneasel faints to a second return. Golbat takes a brine and misses a supersonic. It falls to a return the next move. Murkrow hits us with a weak drill peck, putting us to 41 health. A single brine ends the battle. On to Canalave. Before we can take on Byron, we have to fight our rival first. Our rival leads with Staraptor, who hits us hard with a takedown. Piplup Surf is enough to take it out. Next is Torterra, who takes a Surf better than I hoped, and hits us to 14 health with a Razor Leaf. Surf finishes Torterra the next turn. Rapidash goes down to a single Surf, and out comes Heracross. Heracross is faster and finishes Piplup with a Night Slash, which brings us to our next grind session. During our leveling session, Piplup hits level 69. Nice! With these extra 13 levels, we should be ready to win. Let's see how this goes. Staraptor is first and we're now faster than it, and take it out in one Surf. Torterra is next and takes a Surf, barely surviving. We take a Razor Leaf for half our health, but finish Torterra off next turn. Rapidash is next and falls to another Surf, not surprising. Heracross comes out, but we're faster than it this time. A single Drill Peck is enough to do the job. Floatzel is last and is taken out by a single Grass Knot. Time for Byron. Byron isn't honestly much to talk about. 3 Surfs destroys his whole team. I honestly thought this would be a little bit more challenging, but I guess our overleveled Piplup does the job pretty well. Now we're off to the lakes to battle Team Galactic, yet again. We get to Lake Valor where we take on Saturn. We first start off this battle with some bad luck. Our return doesn't faint Golbat first turn and we're hit by Supersonic. We hit ourselves due to confusion and Golbat hits a weak air cutter. We finally have a stroke of good luck and get past confusion and finish Golbat with a return. Bronzor is next and yet again we get past confusion to hit a 1-hit with Surf. Saturn's ace is a Toxicroak who is faster and hits a strong poison jab which also poisons Piplup. Jopek takes Toxicroak out, which is good because we would have lost on the next turn, off to Lake Verity. We take on Mars again, who leads with a Golbat. We don't take our chances with a return this time and use a Surf, which is a one-shot. Mars's Bronzor drops to a Surf, just like Saturn's did. I don't really understand what's up with Team Galactic and using Bronzors. It just doesn't make sense. It's Perugli's turn, who leads with Fake Out like always. Perugly then uses a weak slash and falls to a Surf. Now we have to get to a Lake Acuity. On the way to Lake Acuity, we grab Rock Climb to progress in the story. We have to beat Candace first, the Ice Gym leader. Main concern is Snowcloak Frostlass, but we'll deal with it when we get there. Time for Candace. The strat here is to have as much health as we can before going into the Frostlass because of her evasion tactics. Her Sneasel's out first, and the Sneasel is faster and hits a weak feint attack. It falls to a Surf though. Abomasnow starts Hail to pick up the evasion tact for Frostlass, which is next. We take Abomasnow out with a critical Drill Peck, which I'm pretty sure I think it mattered, to be honest. Frostlass is now out, and it uses Double Team twice before we even hit. A Surf takes it down to pretty much all its health, but survives. Its evasion is now pretty high, and feints to a Drill Peck after hitting a Shadow Ball. Piloswine is last and is a one-shot by Surf. 7th Gym Badge is now ours. Now that we have the 7th Gym Badge, it's time for the Team Galactic fight montage. The first Cyrus battle is pretty easy. Sneasel hits us with a slash to half health, and then takes a rest by Surf. Crobat is next, and it hits a Poison Fang, but it doesn't do too much damage. Our Surf is pretty much worthless because Cyrus heals up, but then we slap it right back down again. An Air Cutter by Crobat does nothing, and it falls to Piplup's beak. Honchkrow is last, and a single Surf ends the battle. I think Torrent was active, but it ends it, so. Next we have to free the legendary Lake Trio by fighting Saturn. Golbat is a one-shot with Surf, and I'm just now realizing how many times I've said this line. Oh yeah, same here for Bronzor. Died to a Surf. It's gone. Yeah, we're faster than Toxicroak this time, and it's a 3-move battle. Drill Peck is enough to take it out in one shot. The Lake Trio is now freed. The double battle with our rival versus Mars and Jupiter is next. This battle should be relatively easy, and I don't really care if we knock out our teammates' Pokemon, because meh. The lead is to Bronzor. We surf the field to do decent damage to everyone. Sorry, Munchlax. The Bronzors use Reflect and Confuse Ray, which hits our rival's Pokemon. Another Surf is more than enough to take everyone out, so yeah, sorry teammate. Next is Golbat and Purugly. Purugly is the fastest on the field somehow, don't understand that. Rapidash takes the slash for us. Surf does 3/4 damage to Purugly and Golbat, but in turn we take out Rapidash. Heracross is next, and it comes in and survives an Aerial Ace. We take out the Golbat, and I'm pretty sure this is the first time I've seen the Breaking Reflect animation. Who knows? And the Purugly faints. Last is Stunk Tank and Golbat. Surf does the same as earlier on killing our teammates in for Heracross, and we take some attacks. I mean, there's not too much there. Staraptor drops Golbat with a quick attack, and Stunk Tank survives a Drill Peck with like 3 health or something, and dishes out a Poison Jab in return. The next turn, Staraptor's quick attack is more than enough to kill it. Honestly, after this, I need some water, so now it's time to head into the Distortion world. After doing a pointless puzzle which I never understood, we get to the last Cyrus battle, and this is no joke. Remember earlier how I said our success at Valley Windworks was based on a Zubat not using Toxic? Well, it's the same here, except it's a Houndoom and Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp hits very first turn and ruins the run, but we still give it a shot. Needless to say, it was a waste of time. We need some way to get past the burn to have enough health for the rest of the battle, because Gyarados is basically a wall. But I have a plan for the next try. Before going into battle, I give Piplup a Rossberry to heal the burns inflicted by Houndoom. Auto items are completely allowed in this challenge, by the way. Houndoom leads with Will-O-Wisp as we predicted, and the berry does its job. Houndoom then falls to a Surf. Gyarados is still a threat though, and we struggle to do enough damage to it, but the next set of 2 turns we end up hitting a Grass Knot and a critical Grass Knot, taking it down. Honchkrow is still a one-shot with Surf, so yeah. Weavile is next and leads with a Fake Out. Its next attack is enough to put Piplup in Torrent range, boosting our water moves by 50%. Thank you, Night Slash. Crobat is last and hits a Cross Poison, which we hold on with 14 health. Single Surf ends this on edge battle. Now we have to deal with Volkner. His electric types would be faster and hit harder to take out Piplup no problem. I say this because Piplup can't even get to Volkner to attempt the battle. I think this is time that we have to go for the level 100 push. Remember the plan I had for this gym after we beat the grass gym? Well, my plan was to teach Piplup Natural Gift and give it a berry to do ground type damage. But I didn't realize it was a single use for each berry. Yeah, so, But as it turns out though, Piplup's hidden power typing is ground. And what are the odds of that? I have no idea, I'm not going to try to do it. Here are stats at level 100, nothing too special honestly, because I didn't even EV train Piplup, so it's just well rounded. Now it's time for Volkner. Okay, let's just say I'm disappointed in the first turn of this battle. Hidden power can't drop Jolteon, and we get Thunder Waved. I just go ahead and reset because there's no point in trying. We tried the second time using Surf only, and it's a one-shot. And by one-shot, I mean his entire team is a one-shot. Raichu, Luxray, and Electivire all go down to a single Surf. It seems like problem gyms are easily solved by a single level or 50 levels above the ace Pokemon and using the right move, which makes sense. We face our rival for the last time before entering the Elite Four. He leads with Staraptor, which is another one-shot by Surf. Doterra is taken out by a Surf, as always. We finally face his Snorlax for the first time, and 2 Grass Knots is enough to do the job. We take a little bit damage, but nothing much. Drillpeck takes out his Heracross, Floatzel faints to a super effective Grass Knot, and Rapidash falls to a hidden power. We only have 5 battles left. First, Elite Four member Aaron. Aaron leads with a Young Mega, which falls to a 1 Drillpeck. The same is true for his next Pokemon Heracross, and his Vespiquen, which was also a one-shot. Scizor is next, and we lead with Hidden Power, and we take a his X-Scissor. I misclick Grass Knot getting minimal damage, and we end up taking another X-Scissor. We end Scizor with a Surf. Drapion is the last, and hits a Cross Poison. We hit a half health Drillpeck. Another Cross Poison takes us to 34 health. And our Surf ends the battle. Bertha's next member to take down. She starts off with a Wishcash, which is one shot by Grass Knot. No surprise. It's going to be a trend here. Glasgore's the follow-up, and it's taken down by a Surf. Remember the trend? Golem is next and faints to a 4x super effective Grass Knot. Same goes for her Rhyperior. And her Hippowdon. Now to take on Flint. Flint leads with a Houndoom, who falls to a Surf. Pretty strong start. Infernape is next and is faster than us. He hits a quarter health Thunder Punch and faints to a Surf. Rapidash is next and it holds on when taking a Hidden Power. Flint heals, but we hit another 2 Hidden Powers taking out Rapidash. Magmortar comes out and gets on the wrong end of a Surf and falls instantly. Flareon is last and takes a Hidden Power pretty well. We get hit by a Will-O-Wisp, but this doesn't matter as another Hidden Power takes Flareon out. 3 or 4 down. Lucian is where the problems arise. Mr. Mime is first and survives the Surf with 1 health. Mr. Mime puts up a Reflect. He heals, letting us hit 2 Drillpecks in a row, taking him out. Next is Alakazam. He's faster and hits a strong Energy Ball, and our Drillpeck does half damage. His next Energy Ball puts us into Torrent range, and we finish Kazam off with a Drillpeck. Galate is out, which is a one-shot by Drillpeck. Thank you, type advantage. Bronzong falls to a Stab, Torrent, Surf, which is crazy powerful. But his last Pokemon, Espeon, finishes Piplup with a Psychic. It's time for a new strategy. We go and get the move Double Team, replacing Hidden Power since it was pretty weak, and rely on luck to get us through the last battles. Back to Lucian. Forgot to mention we also grabbed a Mystic Water to boost water type moves. The battle goes much better this time now that we have Double Team. Mr. Mime puts up a Reflect and a Light Scream, and we get to +3 evasion. Surf doesn't kill because of the Light Screen, and we take a Thunderbolt, but Surf drowns Mime next turn. Kazam is out and hits his first Energy Ball for Torrent range. Surf still isn't enough though, but makes Lucian heal, so next turn we hit another Surf to kill. Galate is still a one-shot by Drillpeck. Bronzong is a one-shot by our overpowered Surf, and out comes Espeon. We look out and Espeon misses per kill shot, and we end the battle with a surf. Only one battle left in the run. Cynthia leads Spiritomb and we start setting up double teams. We take a couple Shadow Balls and a Dark Pulse for Torrent to activate. We get to 38 health, so +4 evasion will have to do. We use Surf to KO Spiritomb. Out comes Roserade. A single Drill Peck does the job. She chooses Togekiss to come in next and we finish it with an overpowered Surf. Garchomp is a bit scary because it's faster, but our +4 evasion works as it misses Earthquake and falls to a single Surf. Milotic drops to red health by Grass Knot and she misses a Dragon Pulse. Thank you, double team. We use Surf doing half damage after she heals and finishes it with a Grass Knot. Lucario is her final Pokemon and we still have a chance to lose. Try to think of it real quick. Did you guess the condition that she has to use Extreme Speed 1 in 4 chance and hits, which is a 40% chance for 100% accurate moves with 4+ evasion? Well, that's almost what happened, but she misses Extreme Speed and we finish Pokemon Platinum Piplup only with a Surf. Who knew I would actually have to plan a way to beat the champion, and who knew a Mystical Water and Torrent boosted Surf was so strong? Either way, I really enjoyed the challenge. It brought meaning to playing through older generation games that I never thought I would have gotten. If you guys have any challenges you would like me to try on games from Gen 1 to Gen 5, leave them in the comments below because I really enjoyed doing this challenge and can't wait to do more. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a good one. Peace.